Good morning, Heroes Next Door. Today is Saturday morning. We're down here in East Brandywine Township. We're going to be taking a look at Station 49. Do me a favor real quick, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification, because not only do we have this station, but we got a couple more coming up. So you don't want to miss those. We're going to be going to Keystone Valley. We're going to be going to Wagontown. We're going to be hitting Medic 94 soon. So hit that subscribe, hit that notification. But let's start and let's take a look at 49. So we're going to start working our way down the engine bay here. We have two engines side by side here. We have one is a regular city engine. There's no water on that. You hook those ones up. Next one here is a tanker engine. They have ability to bring water to the scene with this one. They can, take care of that. Very cool apparatus. The next apparatus that we have here is a 105-foot tower. In these kind of developments, we get the high rises for the old folks' homes. We got a lot of homes that need to be reached out. You gotta have the tower. Excellent piece of machinery there. So the next engine bay we're coming across real quick is everybody's gotta have a truck. This is just a regular utility truck. They use this to do, their errands, pick up their cones, take care of things. Every firehouse has gotta have a nice truck. To be able to take care of the neighborhood. This one here is another engine, but this is a rescue engine. They're in the process of converting this from a specialty rescue into a full rescue engine too. It has the ability to pump water, but it also has the ability to cut your car apart, get into where you need to be, those kind of things. And last but not least of this engine bay, we have another utility, but this is a fire EMS utility. They use this one for their QRS. They can do fire police with it, and they can, work on the fire grounds. This is a unique vehicle. Stay tuned, because we're going to actually go through this one later, see everything they got in this. So in 1955, East Brandywine Fire Company was put together and designed. However, the building that we're standing in right now was built in 1962. It was the first of the engine bays, and then they added on to accommodate all these vehicles. We have 6 vehicles that we just walked by that we'll see a little bit later, but there's one more vehicle in the back that you got to pay attention to. We'll get to that later. So most recently, they actually put a new floor in this building, and the reason they did that is because the floors, driving these big vehicles on it, get tore up. So every now and then you got to get new floors. They put a new floor in here, and this one should last, 15, 20 years. The volunteers come in, they keep it clean, they keep it washed. It looks beautiful in here. For a building that was built in 1962, you couldn't tell. This looks very good. The other thing that I'm standing in right now is a new addition that they did when they redid the floors. Where I'm standing actually used to be part of their social hall that they rented out, but they realized, they needed access to their gear, and they did an awesome job. It's got a real big opening here. You got your I am responding on the wall. You got some TVs to keep all the information going, and look at the gear racks. Gorgeous. They got all their bunker gear, their helmets all set out. So easy, benches to sit down and put your gear on. You don't have to rush and tip over or whatever. Wow, what an amazing work they did here. Check out their table they put back here where everybody hangs out. It looks like an old tree that they converted into a table, and they routed in their numbers. So as we're finishing up looking at their gear, one of the things that they talked about real early when I was coming out here and getting the information is they focus on recruitment and retention. They have an active member list of over 50 people, and 20 or 30 of those show up on a regular basis. On a drill night, you're probably getting 15 to 20 people. This is actually a pretty cool idea. They have a board here that tells them exactly where they're gonna be, those kinds of stuff. So, you're here, you're doing drill, you might not know what truck you're going to be on, but they send out an I am responding using technology to say who's going to be at drill, and then they can assign apparatus. So if a fire call comes out or an EMS call comes out during their training, they have the ability to know exactly where they're going to go. No one's just scrambling for trucks. We've all seen that before. Everybody's like, I'm going to drive, you're going to ride. They get it all squared away. Very cool idea for them to do. As we make our way down the engine here towards the side of the building, we notice they have a small little crew room too. We'll take a real quick peek in there. Crew room is just there to basically hang out, wait for fire calls, joke around with each other. As we continue down next to the engine, they have an active member list here. This is up to date, how many calls they do. Last year, I think they were telling me they were running about 900 calls. 400 of those are fire calls, so you add those together, and they're QRS. They're not a EMS unit. They don't do transport, but the fact that they put a QRS unit, if you don't know what that is, it's a quick response unit. They cover the area with EMTs. They run 2 EMTs on that utility truck to help out the community. They get there quicker, start assessments, and waiting for that transport. If you're looking at trying to volunteer, you're in this area, please come down, talk to these guys. The unique thing about East Brandywine, though, is they don't have a restriction of where you can live as far as when you want to volunteer. You can come in from Upper Euclid, you can come in from West Brandywine, East Brandywine, all different areas. You can come down and volunteer. In just a minute, we're going to go upstairs and show you where the crew room is. They actually have some live-in quarters that you can stay here overnight, so you don't have to worry about making that first out truck. You can come out, give 1 night a week, 2 nights a week, whatever you can do, and you can stay right here. Let's go take a look at that next. So coming up off the second floor here is basically their lounge area for your volunteers. The cool thing about this is they have a 105-inch projection screen TV. So if you want movie night, this is the place to be. You got plenty of places to kind of rest and relax, hang out with the guys, get to know each other, but they also have bunk rooms here. So if you want to do a crew night, maybe a Monday or Tuesday, or even on the weekends, come down here and you need a place to stay. They got bunks ready for you, set up. Spend your time here, get to know, serve the community. That's what volunteerism is all about. Not only do they have this awesome area to relax and watch movies or watch our YouTube channel, they also have the ability to fix dinners and lunches and that kind of stuff. So they got a small little kitchenette back here. Let's take a look at that. So up on the second floor, they got a little kitchenette, so you can fix your lunches, your dinners, put it in the microwave, wash your dishes. They also have showers available here. So if you do spend a weekend or a 24-hour shift, you get that nasty call, you got to get dressed and cleaned up, they got showers available for you also. So right off the kitchenette, they have a little staircase off the back of the building here. It's easy private access to make it up for the volunteers. So if you're coming in for the night, you make your way up the back stairs, get settled in one of the bunks, get ready to roll because you're gonna have fun. So you may have noticed when we walked in this awesome flag that's built here. There's a wooden flag. The John Wright insurance agency, reached out and made a donation and actually built this flag for them. So community is definitely supportive of this fire station. It's not necessarily always coming down and volunteering. Financial support, donations, those kind of things, they're always looking for that. All across the country, firehouses need that kind of support. Shout out to John Wright Agency for donating the flag. All right, now we're gonna make our way towards the back of the firehouse here, but as we come down off the second floor, this is the back of the utility bay. They have a brand new cascade system to fill their air bottles. So they don't have to send them out, they don't have to contract with anybody, they can do that right here. As we make our way around to the back of the building here, I noticed they have an industrial size washer and dryer kind of thing. This is actually specifically designed to take care of their fire gear, keep it as pristine as they can to get that longevity out of their gear. They don't have to send it off to a company to be cleaned, they get to do that right here. You got your towels for keeping your trucks clean, very cool stuff. We're gonna keep moving. So as I make my way up the stairs, we're going into their workout room. This is a room that was used quite a bit before COVID. The guys would come down here, do a workout pretty much every day they were here. You don't have to join those LA memberships or, Planet Fitness. Firehouses nowadays want to make sure that you have the ability to do your job, to do the things that you need to do to stay fit, and they provide it. They got treadmills, they got elliptical, they got row machines, bench pressing, you name it, they got it. So, you come down for a day, you volunteer, you hang out upstairs, come down, do an hour-long, 2-hour-long workout. That's what it's all about, guys. Come on down, help them out. So as we're coming out the weight room here, we walk through the banquet hall in order to get here. This is towards the back of the building. But one of the things that I noticed, which was very, very cool, they have a side-by-side brush truck all set up, well outfitted. So do us a favor, take a look at it. We have another video that we're gonna go over this one and show you all the ins and outs of a side-by-side pumper truck. So we're back in the social hall. This is an area that they use very well. It's almost their multi-utility room that they use. Back in the day, it was exactly for social halls. They do breakfast with Santa. They got a full eat-in kitchen in order to serve people. They bring 1,500 to 2,000 people on a good day for those events. But this hall is actually designed very well. They use it for training. Up on the wall here is a whiteboard that they use it for all their projections. And all this gear behind me that you see is actually the new gear. This is the gear that we talked about, that they're making the one rescue into a full rescue. So they're trying to figure out where it's gonna fit, how to hook it in, make it the most useful. So as we're making our way outside, coming out of the social hall, we're gonna go see the training grounds. One of the things that was mentioned to me by some of the members is, they're very big on October month, which is Fire Prevention Month. They actually hold an open house here where they, bring in the kids, bring in the family. You get to open up the trucks, look at them. They bring in little houses that they smoke up so your kids can play in it. They take a look at the fire grounds out back, or the fire training area, and they do demos and all kinds of stuff. So if you're around in October, you're thinking about maybe volunteering, or you just want something fun for the kids to do, come on down, check them out. So October is definitely a very busy month for them. They actually go to 7 or 8 schools within their area, their coverage area. They bring the fire trucks. They bring all the mascots with them. Not only do they bring Sparky, but they bring Axe, a 10-foot tall mascot guy. They teach your kids stop, drop, and roll, all the fire prevention stuff. They talk about smoke detectors and all the things that go along with fire prevention. The cool thing is they reach probably, close to 2,000 kids in the month of October by doing these fire prevention weeks. It's an awesome thing to do. As I'm making my way out back, we're gonna start looking at some of their training grounds. This is a unique area because they have the ability to do much of their training by themselves. They have a smoke building back here. They have a live fire demonstration that they get to practice with. They got some storage. This is actually the area where we keep that side-by-side pumper, and we'll take a look at that later. Remember, check out the next video. We'll give you good details on that. Let's go to the back of the area here and check out their fire grounds. So we're making our way out back of their fire station. They have a macadam here that they do many of their training nights with. And one thing that they did that I haven't seen anywhere else yet so far, they set up some scenarios right here. This is a flat roof scenario where you can work with that. They can actually put some fire down on there, learn how to vent flat roofs and those kind of things, angled roofs. This one actually looks like one of the bailout kind of training centers. So you can go up, go out the window the other side, and safety is the key. Training over and over, day after day, week after week is going to be the key for volunteers and paid crew to really remain safe. This fire station is very unique. They don't have any paid crew. It's all volunteers. So the 20 or 30 guys they get out on a regular basis, kudos to them. They have some awesome equipment. The next thing I want to show you is going to be their smokehouse. So behind me on the fire grounds here, or the training center grounds, they actually have a cool smokehouse. It's 2 Connex boxes on top of each other, and inside, you guys want to check this out. We're going to have another video that's going to show you what's going on inside of this, some of the cool features that one of their training officers actually built this. So if you're thinking of something, you're trying to get some training done, this is a cool way to do it. Check out that video. So that concludes this episode of Station Cribs. I want to do a big shout out to East Brandywine Fire Company for letting us come out, take a look at all the things they have. If you're interested in becoming a volunteer or coming to see the station, check out their website below. There should be a link showing up. Take a look at that. Let them know that you're interested, you're in the neighborhood. They'd be more than happy. This is an awesome bunch of dudes and ladies that give their time, give their effort for the community to keep you guys safe. Last but not least, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button, and check out this next video.